You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Cheese, mana, dama, nama, lemonade.
Yeah, I don't know the lyrics.
Tony sent a video of them on the Tamron Hall show. Well, Cass and the Tamron Hall show.
Shoot.
I don't know if I like that song.
I don't like Cameron
him
Hall.
and Shaggy?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Tell me no more. Yeah, I don't know if I love it. I love them in general. Because
it does grow on you.
It doesn't?
It's
good.
Well, I was in Trinidad when it released.
Oh.
So
at the first you
I
were
had
like
no
this.
choice.
And then after that you're like,
I remember we played it here. We debuted
we debuted it here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was just excited because they were coming together.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I don't think it's one of my
Shaggy's
favorite.
album, the new soca album.
How is it?
I haven't listened to it yet.
Send it to me if you
Shaggy
can,
has
because
a soca album.
Remember we reported on it. We retorted on it.
Oh, good morning.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday.
It's a new day.
I'm excited. Quick check-in, Miss Tonai. ¿Cómo está, hombre?
I am doing good, and I'm having a good morning. I'll tell you why. Because on my way driving here, I passed by turned down some little street. I don't know what the name of the street is, but it's a street that I turn down every single day. And as I turned down the street, there were these two guys standing on the sidewalk. And I was like, oh, they are so nice looking. And as I drove by them, I slowed down a little bit, pierced into the driveway that they were in.
Pierced into it.
There were like 4 more very nice looking men in there. It looked like an assorted box of chocolates.
Why didn't you call me to?
Oh, I don't know.
Look at it
was
with you.
such a beautiful sight. And I was like, look at these black melanated men with the sun shining on them. They had suitcases. It looked like they were getting ready to go on a boys' trip. And I want to say, hey, y'all.
They probably
Where
going
you
to
going?
friggin' Atlanta.
On a fella's trip.
They going to Atlanta to
not a
act
boys'
like
trip.
whores.
Not a boys' trip. The fella's trip.
A fella's trip to act like whores.
Yay.
Be
Whatever.
outside.
If it could be called a girl's trip, it could be called a boys' trip.
Tristan, what do boys be doing on a boys' trip?
I guess it is called a girl's trip. Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. I've never been on one.
Really? Oh, because you always go to mixture.
Yeah, we always.
Oh, yeah.
I figured that it's a bunch of debauchery and catcalling.
Cat call?
Catcalling. Hey, girl. What you doing over there, girl? Come here, let's sit on this
No, I
thing.
feel like when guys go on a guy's trip, they be trying to look all cool. They all got sunglasses,
and say
and
guys.
shorts and cigars and
Mhm.
drinking whiskey and little hats.
What little hats?
Yeah,
too.
taking IG worthy pics and things like that. But
Mm.
that guys who be on guys trips, they be like too cute to talk to girls. You know what I mean? I'm with my fellas, you know what I'm saying?
That's not true.
I don't know.
You know that's not true. We're just talking to girls all the time. Every time we go out, we meet a group of guys that talk to us all the time and let us move into their homes.
That's true.
Oh.
Literally every time.
We do. We be moving into homes with
The
guys.
hotel
on guys trip.
rooms, packing up our stuff. First time in Miami, I think we moved in with a set of guys.
We did.
We did. Moved
We
in.
moved in.
Mhm.
We did move in.
Oh,
In Barbados, moved in with a set of guys.
We did. Moved in Barbados.
that
Yeah.
sounds. I don't know.
And they're still our friends to this day.
To
and that
this
was
day.
that was like almost 20 years
Some
ago.
of our bestest friends
What do you
ever.
mean you moved in with some people?
Like, it was funny because where Carnival was in Miami, they were living closer.
Yeah.
So we literally packed up our hotel room and they had a
Oh,
suite.
I understand.
So we moved into them. We didn't know them for more than maybe 42 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we asked them if they couldn't. They were like, sure. And I don't think they thought that we were serious, but we checked out of our hotel, packed up, and went to their.
And they took such great care of us
they
the whole
took
time.
amazing care of us. We even invited friends over.
Would
to
you
the,
do
where
that
we,
in today's
where we
time?
moved to.
In today's time, maybe not.
No.
People is crazy.
So
Yeah,
how long,
Everybody's
how long
crazy.
ago was this?
This was probably about 20 years ago.
Oh,
It
No,
was-
Javi and Shanice have been married for how long?
They've been married for
about
13 years.
13
So about
years.
15 years ago.
Yep,
Okay.
15 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Oh, a good time.
It was a good
in
old time.
today's time, I don't think you would do that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
The world is crazy. The world is filled with pimps and hoes.
And sex trafficking is a
And
big
sex
thing
trafficking
now.
is a thing. You go in somebody's hotel room, you end up missing a goddamn kidney
Yes.
in the bathtub,
Right.
covered in ice.
Covered in ice. Did you see that?
What did we watch that? What was that?
What show was that? 911.
Yeah, 911.
Yeah, 911. That's
Yes.
She met the guy on the internet. They
Mhm.
went on a date. Next thing she knows, she woke up in a bathtub in a hotel room covered in ice with a big old scar across her. He had cut out her kidney.
Got her kidney right out of her body and sewed her right back
Does
up, put her in the bathtub, and went away. Gave her $1,500
Yeah.
too. Gave a little
Left
envelope with money.
$1,500 on the
Yeah.
dresser. Like, thanks for a good night.
Thanks for your kidney.
Anyhow, so yeah. But they were going on a boys trip. They looked amazing. That brightened my day. I went down to Dunkin' Donuts, saw Jada and her best friend. And it feels like today's gonna be a good day.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
today's
a good day.
we have an appointment today too.
I have to DJ for the Harlem.
Oh,
Harlem's
what
cool,
time?
too.
Like 12:30.
Oh, we gotta go there.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll figure that out later. Anyways, Rockstone Triz, how you doing?
I'm good. Yesterday I just got some business done.
you get it, boy. You better go be about
And
business.
then we had our good old Spark FM meeting. That was good.
It was a good meeting last
Always
night.
very interesting. Always so confused.
The Spark meetings be good. I was like, where is Sauce gone for half of this meeting?
Because where did I go?
I don't know. Your phone just kept cutting out. Where were you? You were
I
at
was
home?
at Pep's house.
Oh.
In a small room while they were having a huge celebration outside, popping bottles and all kinds of stuff. I'm in here.
I forgot about that. Why you didn't tell me?
I forgot. It was, yeah, when I finally got out of there, like it was still going on when I left. I was like, I gotta go. They were like, are you at work? Yeah, I am.
Yeah, so you just kept disappearing. Like, we could not hear you at all. But it was a good meeting. I think we got a lot accomplished. Saturday is flex, people. Everybody who within the sound of my voice better be at the flex on Saturday. It's gonna be a good time.
And there's no barrier to if you can't afford it, that's fine. Call us up. Call us up
Exactly.
right now. Tell us you want to go. Call us up at any point during the show. Tell us you want to go
Right.
and holla at your girl.
It's pay what you can.
It might be sold out already. I don't know.
Listen.
But put your name on the list just in case.
And we're gonna have a good time at Flex. We're gonna have a good time at Flex. It's not a late party. It's 9 to 1. You can still make your booty call on time. And when we all leave Flex, we're gonna go as collectively to get some food.
Yes,
we are.
we
Yeah.
are.
We're gonna go continue the Flex at a food place that's open.
Yes, we're gonna go
I
to.
don't think there's anything open.
No,
There
it's
is.
open.
El Jefe is open
El
until
Jefe
3
is
a.m.
open.
We discovered a halal pizza shop on
Halal.
Washington Street that is open until 4 a.m.
Halal.
There's other places that are open, and we will find the places at the
There is
Dumpling
Mass
Palace.
Ave,
Yep.
McDonald's.
Yeah, Dumpling Palace.
We should
All
all
of
go out to Mass Ave, McDonald's, and hang out.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
They're gonna be on the road.
Yeah. So, anyways, Flex this Saturday. Flex. Time to have sex. Yeah.
Oh, that's how you feeling. Yeah. Feel it?
Pull up to
Feel
my
it.
bumper.
Mhm. But that's what I'm gonna. Damn it! I forgot to order my show. I can order them right now. Give me some time, y'all.
You be playing around.
Saucy and Fred, what do you have your outfit been from? Like, what are you wearing?
I've had my outfit from last year.
What are you wearing?
An outfit, okay, with our boots.
Mm.
That's what I'm wearing.
Mm.
With our boots.
Mm.
I have to figure out how to do my hair in a.
And a what?
What the hell is that?
And a shenane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I want.
In a
Bags
bucket.
That's
with
how
some
I
lights
felt.
in it.
Oh, some light. Good morning, Mr. Ronnie Amin. How are you? You want to do stuff like that while I'm in town? I don't know.
Next time you let us know that you're coming
Ronnie
into town,
be popping
Ronnie.
in at like a Wednesday. It's like, oh,
Right.
what's going on today?
So we can
Sleep?
plan a party around when you will be in Boston.
But I invite Ronnie to every event that we have in Boston, and he has yet to come to Boston during said events. So I'm not the reason why we don't go around these things would happen.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Make sure I hit that
Evan
share
Disa's
button.
gonna be there yesterday. Shout out to Evan Disa. That's my good friend. Evan Disa. Pastels de Disa by Disa are gonna be coming back out this summer. Make sure you get them. She saved our lives on Bars at Volume 1 with her pastels, and she's got lots of good new flavors that are coming out, and I can't wait to taste them. You guys look for that. We'll be telling you more about that as it comes about.
With that said, people, go ahead.
I want just to remind people, make sure you guys hit that share button, run those numbers up. Let me get the people in here. Let's get the massive in here so we can run this show, start this show. But yes, y'all grabbing the tickets for Flex. It's going down this Saturday inside the Middle East Club. Spark FM, Lifted, Smoking Goods online. It's going to be a crazy affair, crazy sign. 6666.
666. Let's go.
My head no good.
Saucy and Friends in the morning.
Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM. Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387. Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information.
Good morning again. Welcome, Vietnam. Or Boston, whichever one you want to be a part of. Today is Thursday. It is May 25th. It's the 25th day of May of the year 2023. Today is going to be mostly cloudy, except for a few afternoon clouds, mainly sunny, high of 67 Fahrenheit. Winds in the north at 10 to 15 miles per hour. We could have a low of 43 and no chance of rain today. But again, we might have some afternoon clouds that might dampen our day just a tad. Make sure you guys get something yummy to eat and be happy all over again. That's my spiel for today. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
I'm excited for the weekend.
Me too. The
Me
weekend is
too.
these next 2 weekends have a lot going on in them.
I don't even know what I'm doing besides flex, but I know that I'm gonna do it.
And do it well. Doing it well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into the around the way news as it starts right now. Karen Reed denies killing Boston police officer John O'Keefe, says we don't know who did it. This is the lady with the boyfriend who was a police, and she ran over him with her car by accident in the snow, and he fell to his own demise from her car. Karen Reed charged with killing her boyfriend. Boston police officer John O'Keefe spoke about the case for the first time Wednesday and alleged a cover-up by state and local police. Reed and her attorneys were back in Dedham District Court for another hearing in the case before she surprised reporters and spoke outside afterwards. Prosecutors alleged that Reed hit O'Keefe with her vehicle and killed him during a snowstorm back in January 2022. O'Keefe's body was discovered in a pile of snow outside the Canton home of Brian Albert, a fellow officer who hosted a gathering there that night. Defense attorneys have argued that O'Keefe was actually beaten inside the home and his body was later dumped outside. His previous hearings, they focused on wounds to O'Keefe's arms, which they said showed he was attacked by Albert's dog during the fight. We know who did it. Go ahead. Go to the...
Happen tomorrow. The court ruled that they will not have an evidentiary hearing tomorrow, which means we won't be hearing from two key witnesses, and the future of these court proceedings, at least in part, will happen behind closed doors. But as you mentioned, we did hear from someone today, Karen Reed herself, on the steps of Superior Court.
Let me hear Karen Reed.
For the first time since being accused of hitting and killing Boston police officer John O'Keefe, Karen Reed spoke outside of Norfolk Superior Court, defending herself and demanding justice for John.
Said it feels we're the only ones fighting for the truth of what happened to John O'Keefe.
Surrounded by attorneys on the steps of the Dedham courthouse, Reed claims the night of John's death, she was trying to keep him alive.
I tried to save his life at 6 in the morning. I was covered in his blood. I was the only one trying to save his life.
Reed charged with second-degree murder and motor vehicle manslaughter for allegedly hitting O'Keefe with her SUV outside of a house in Canton. Now her defense team is working to prove she wasn't involved.
The Commonwealth is desperate not to get the facts out in front of the public.
In an effort to exonerate Reed, attorney Alan Jackson subpoenaed 2 witnesses, Brian Albert, who owned the home where O'Keefe died, and his sister-in-law, Jennifer McCabe, their phone records, claiming calls and Google searches proved their involvement and that Reed was innocent.
How long to die in cold? A search conducted by Jennifer McCabe some 3.5 hours before John O'Keefe was found dying in the cold in front of Brian Albert's house.
Attorneys for the witnesses and the prosecution requested the subpoena be denied, and it was.
They're desperate not to have witnesses testify. They're desperate not to have witnesses have to answer questions. It's relevant. It's material evidence that we need, that Karen Reed is entitled to.
Frustrating Reed's attorneys, who claim the suspect is being set up.
At some point, you start asking yourself, is it incompetence? And then at some point, it becomes complicity.
Now, the next hearing is set for July 25th. We did try to speak to the attorneys for Brian Albert and Jennifer McCabe, as well as the prosecution. They did not want to comment. In Dedham, Laura Hafley, WBZ News.
Laura, thank you. Now,
I don't understand.
I've been on parole.
She said that she is the only one that that was trying to help him. But didn't they discover that he had gotten hit and then hours later somebody found him?
That's what she said, because she said at 6 a.m. I was outside.
Yeah.
I was the only one trying to help him. I don't know about that story. Don't you feel like this case has gone on for very long?
It has. And it's so weird. I thought it would have been a little manslaughter situation.
Right.
Because she hit him and maybe didn't know. But now they're saying that she did know and that he was beaten before and dragged out the house.
And the dog bit him and all kind of...
Yeah, like
so,
when did all
well,
that
that's
happen?
what I mean, the last news that we heard is that her defense attorney was the ones who were like, we know who really did it. He was beaten in the house, da-da-da-da. So they're trying to shift on the people who own the house. But I don't know. It's been for 6 months now, at least 5 months.
Yeah.
It happened in January?
I thought it was December. I thought, whatever it was cold,
whenever it was. And it's just like, it's just dragging on. Like, come on. You're wasting taxpayer dollars on this. Like, come to a conclusion and let's wrap this up.
Yeah. Did she do it or did she not do it?
Right.
Y'all are prolonged. It is complacent at this point.
Right. Yeah.
Don't even know what that word means.
It's too much.
Yes.
Too much.
Anywho, let's keep it moving. We have volunteers plant 37,000 flags on Boston Commons.
Yeah.
What is that like to be out there
I don't
sticking
know, but
flags in the ground?
The other day when I was passing by, through like the cemetery road next to Wendy's off American Legion, they were out there putting the flags up for Memorial Day. This was last weekend, and they don't do it on the actual graves; they just do it on the ones that are like the flat ones, right? Mm-hmm. But it's so many flags.
It's
like
37,000.
That's crazy.
How many people helped that?
I know.
Let me get into that story because it seems like a fun little gig.
I would do it.
Let me see. So hundreds of volunteers are busy planting more than 37,000 flags on Boston Common ahead of Memorial Day. The flags represent every Massachusetts fallen service hero since the Revolutionary War. The display is one of the remembrance, honor, and joy as people reflect on what Memorial Day means for our country. That's a lot of flags. Ain't that kind of littering? No. Who's supposed to take them up?
The same people that put them down.
The kids do, and there's a whole bunch of volunteers.
Anyone who has a chance to walk through the display once it's set up, it's an incredibly powerful experience being surrounded by flags on all sides. I want to go down there and see them.
Me too.
Right.
That looks like, it must be, they must have a little music out there.
Has a chance to walk through this display once it's set up. It's an incredibly powerful experience being surrounded by the flags on all sides. And today is important because we get a look into all of the hard work and volunteerism that makes that possible.
Yeah, it's a visualization of the sacrifice. This is the 14th year the Flag Garden has been put on display. David, Lisa?
Wow. All right, Chris, thank you.
The mayor has to be the most tiresome job ever.
The most exhausting.
She's got to be tired.
I don't feel to go there.
I know. Do you think that she doesn't sleep well either? Because even when she goes goes to lie down to sleep, she still has to be thinking about things.
And then people probably still be calling her phone at all hours of the night trying to need help for this and mass and cast and das and lass and bass and
Build a
dash.
bridge and put a trash can
and American Legion Highway.
And why do we have to not wear a mask anymore?
Bike lanes. Yeah, like all of the things. I don't got the time. I'm not going to go for that. I'm not going to go for that office. I quit that one. I quit being mayor before I even got there. Debris smashes through pickup truck's window on I-95. That's terrible. That's always been a fear. That's one of mommy's worst fears is things dropping on the glass.
Because it happened to us.
Yeah.
It was awful.
A piece of debris smashed through a driver's windshield on I-95 in Waltham on Wednesday. That smashed the hell. What kind of debris was it that did that type of damage to that type of vehicle?
What is it? Let me see.
You got to look at it. That's crazy. I'm afraid. Debris. Tristan is showing look at that.
Kind of a debris that hit the windshield and then made it all the way through the back window. They're not sure what it was though at this point. The driver was not badly hurt, thank goodness, and there have been no arrests.
They don't know what it was?
Yeah, how do you not know what it was? That had to be something rather huge.
It went through the front window and
came
went
through
through
the
the
back
window while the driver was driving.
Yeah. Yep. It sure did. That is scary. Imagine that. Imagine driving, singing your little Deborah Scott, and you are you are in there. Is it Deborah Scott?
Fox.
No, it's not Deborah Fox.
Cox.
Deborah Cox. Yes. You're listening to Deborah Cox, and you hit that note. How did you? Bap! God damn.
Exactly.
Wasn't supposed to be there, apparently.
Nothing's supposed to be.
Nothing is supposed to be here. I just almost got killed.
I know. Schneider, that's exactly what I always think about. Schneider said, remember the manhole cover that popped up right off the big dig open and killed that woman?
Yep.
Speaking of that, Trish, the other day when I was leaving here, as I went to turn out, a car took a turn really, really fast. Hubcap popped off, went spinning across. Thought about you.
Like a spinning hubcap.
Like a hubcap in a turn. Look at Trish.
Chilling like a hubcap in
the No kids in the world. Hubcap just out there hubcapping. That's crazy. A dead rat.
Yes, what is this story?
Dead rat chicken contamination. Boston eatery closes.
Yes. That headline popped up quite a few times. So what is that? Oh, no, it's a Chinese food place. The Dumpling Cafe. Oh, that's not what we go.
No, we don't go to that one.
No.
You go there?
Oh, I always saw this place online.
I would see this place, but I don't think I've never seen anybody go in there. So a restaurant with overall positive reviews has revealed to have multiple serious health infractions. Dumpling Cafe Incorporated, a Boston eatery that serves up Taiwanese and Chinese dishes from its location on Washington Street, was closed and had its health permit temporarily revoked on Monday. Inspectors found that the restaurant had no hot water for hand washing or dishwashing, requiring an emergency closure for the eatery. Multiple other unsavory violations were found, including the use of an old chicken box as a storage container for cut produce and a dead rat under a dish machine. Despite its recent health failures, the restaurant has a 3.9-star rating on Google. I've never been dissatisfied with the food here, said one reviewer. I love the pork soup dumplings. I get them every time. I bet you do. Inspectors informed the eatery that it has requested a hearing from the health department regarding unsanitary conditions and not notifying the department that hot water was not operating. I wonder why they wouldn't let people know that the hot water, don't you need hot water to just be in the kitchen?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe they was boiling all of the water beforehand, so that way they didn't really need to get the hot water because they had other hot waters and they had hand sanitizers.
I am looking at the comments over here. They didn't find any cat ribs. People are stupid. Dan, gross cross-contamination. Nobody cleans at night. What's wrong with you? It's not hard to run a good business knowing you got good customers, spending hard-working money. It goes back to the company miscellaneous funds you could use for that. Painting, cleanup supplies. I don't know what this means. I don't know what they're talking about. I remember finding meat curing in a boiler room during maintenance work in 2018, and I was ignored. There was meat curing in a boiler room at this place?
What does that mean?
I don't know. Another reason to get your Chinese at Peking Kitchen in Twinsy. Don't advertise. Yeah, that's awful. That's awful. The dead rat thing is such a negative stigma about Chinese restaurants in particular, about like rat being in there. For them to find a dead rat in that restaurant, it's just really, really just.
And we don't need no reason to have to want to talk trash about a good old Chinese restaurant. I loves me a Chinese restaurant.
Me too.
So yummy.
Sometimes you just be like, I just want some Chinese food.
Yeah, that's how I feel today.
Oh.
Mass leads the nation in rate of special education services for kids under 3. A higher proportion of kids under age 3 in Massachusetts receive early support services relative to other states, according to a new report about early childhood special education services from a National Research Institute. About 10% of kids in Massachusetts from birth to age 3 receive what's known as early intervention programming in the 2020 and 2021 school year, compared with the national average of only 3%, according to a new study out Wednesday when the National Institute for Early Education Research. Massachusetts is one of just 6 states that provides services to more than 5% of infants and toddlers, depending on the child's disability. These services can include speech, language, training to services focused on developing social skills. The report authors believe Massachusetts provides a higher rate of support for this age range due to broad qualification factors. An infant up to 3 years need only be considered at risk for developmental delay, which could include not reaching age-appropriate milestones in language, social skills, or motor skills. However, most other states only offer these intervention services to kids who have a medical diagnosis or have more concrete risk factors like low birth weight or premature birth. The study authors noted in the media briefing Tuesday that it's hard to track exactly how great the need for such services is because each state defines risk factors and qualifying conditions differently. There are also varying levels of access to healthcare among kids that young. So, it's interesting because they're saying that the reason why Massachusetts has such a high percentage is because it has lower barriers of entry, I guess. But that's interesting. I feel like kids should just automatically, if you think that your child needs some early intervention, why you can't just give the child, why gotta be a severe something for the child to get some help?
So Massachusetts allows you to get early intervention if you feel like your child needs early intervention.
As long as you have some, pretty, like they're not talking, they're not meeting milestones, you can most likely get in there.
But in other states, you need to have this diagnosis.
A diagnosis.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting. And then, with the healthcare system, we have one of the best healthcare systems here too. So across the country, I don't feel like doctors are that, amped to be like, oh, everything is going to be fine. It's going to even itself out.
Well, we have, best healthcare and education here. So that makes sense that we would be one of these places that are pioneering that type of thing. That's awesome.
I'm happy about Boston.
Good for
Boston City Council passes new redistricting map, avoiding a delay in fall elections. This is good. The Boston City Council voted on Wednesday to pass a new redistricting map, hitting a key deadline and avoiding a delay of all the fall elections. The vote marks the conclusion of a brutal political process marked by personal insults and animosity. Councilors fought hard to keep specific precincts in their districts after a federal judge blocked their first attempt at a map, ruling that the council had improperly considered race while drawing district lines. But the compromise map that the Civil Rights Committee Chair Ruth C. Louis Jin presented Wednesday had enough support to pass 10-2. We have a membership of 12, she said. It's really difficult to get everyone and everything that everyone wants in a map. The new map seeks to comply with the judge's order by keeping whiter, more conservative-leaning areas of southern Dorchester together in Councillor Frank Baker's District 3, Baker was one of the 4 counselors who personally helped fund the lawsuit against the old map. The map also keeps a specific Mattapan precinct in Councilor Ricardo Arroyo's District 5. Arroyo had criticized Louis Jin's map in the days leading up to the vote for proposing to move parts of Mattapan out of this district, which he argued diluted the neighborhood's voting power. On Wednesday, he voted in favor of the redrawn map. The new map also unites the Little Saigon area of Dorchester and keeps together Chinatown and South Boston. The remaining dissenting voices were at-large City Councilor Julia Mejia and Councilor Kendra Lara, whose District 6 includes parts of Jamaica Plain, Roslindale, and West Roxbury. My no vote today was a reflection of my disinterest in upholding the status quo here in the city of Boston, Lara said in an interview after the vote. We got a once-in-a-decade opportunity to make sure that our most marginalized communities and the ability to elect the candidate of their choice by making real decisions, and we didn't. The map now goes to Mayor Michelle Wu for her signature. If approved, it will remain in place for the next 10 years.
Oh, well, good. Good. So are they coming to a conclusion about
They
this?
came to a conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they're for the most part, because what was it before? It was like if it's 12, take away 4 is how much?
8.
So it was 8-4, a battle before. Now it's 10-2 with Julia and Lara not really being that excited about it. So interesting.
Yeah. We need somebody to really
break it down.
Yeah, because I still don't really understand.
Yeah.
So yeah, to kind of tell us, I see what they're doing here. It's colorful. There are numbers. These are the different areas in which we live. And then this is the different spots in which we preside.
And vote.
What's that big green place?
This is 3.
Oh,
3?
But 3 got a lot of things. What they got? Fort Wayne? What that say? Fort Wayne?
That's the islands and stuff.
Oh.
So that's the area that the
Go ahead. What you gonna say? Let it out. Don't hold it in. It looks like it hurt.
So
District 3 was District 3 is Frank Baker's.
Frank Baker. That's what I was
That's southern Dorchester, and they're keeping that together. This is conservative white area. This is a whiter, conservative, more area in District 3. That's a little bit parts of South Boston and some and southern Dorchester, South Door.
Snyder said he sees a butterfly.
He sees a butterfly. And then District 5 is over here. This is Councilor Arroyo's. This is the fuchsia. Arroyo had criticized Louis Jean's map in days leading up to the vote for proposing to move parts of Mattapan out of his district. So they probably moved out parts of Mattapan. Oh, maybe these are the little parts right here.
I think this is Mattapan right here.
Yeah, maybe this little part right here that he's mad about, that he don't get these people here. I don't know. Ricardo Arroyo is set to come in, I believe, sometime in June. Yep. And I think somebody else. Councilor Lara, I think we're working on her too, to have her come in here and talk with the people then. All right.
There's one more story here.
An oasis springs up in Mattapan. I don't know that story. I gotta read it. Residents of Edgewater Drive section of Mattapan celebrated the opening last week of a so-called food forest in a vacant, landlocked 6,000 square foot city-owned lot between Edgewater Drive and River Street. The community's obligation now is to take care of or steward the land to create a locally run public space with an emphasis on using parts of its grow fruits and vegetables. Above, friends, neighbors, and city officials joined Mayor Wu and the stewards of the Edgewater Food Forest to cut the ribbon on the outdoor space last week. A few years ago, when the city approached neighbors in the Edgewater Drive area of Mattapan to ask if they would want to build out a food forest on a landlocked city-owned vacant lot in the neighborhood, the residents' first question was critical. What exactly is a food forest?
Yeah.
Good question. According to the Boston Food Forest Coalition, I didn't know there was a coalition. Food forest involves a coalition of neighbors who agree to take care of or steward the land to create locally run public spaces on vacant lots in the city. There's an emphasis on the space being used for growing fruits and vegetables. Oh, I want a coalition. I want a food forest coalition.
Yeah, there's a
That's
few of these
so
around
nice.
the city. By
There's
Fields-
one over there in
Fields
there's one on
Corner.
Dudley Street, right? That big thing where it has the little sign
yeah,
when you
with
come
the-
out that street.
With,
Oh,
with all
yeah,
the
yeah,
greenhouses.
Yeah. There's one over there.
I would rather them build these food forests than put up all of these buildings
Me
everywhere.
too. Food forests bring us oxygen and all kind of things and food
Yes.
and nature and sunlight and all kinds of stuff. These buildings is only cutting our lifespan in half.
And increasing our carbon footprint.
Exactly. And the Green New Deal.
Yes.
That's all I gotta say. We're gonna take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back in a few moments.
right.
Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM. If you're a lover of reggae, dancehall, and rubber dub, Saturday, May 27th is a night for you. Spark FM and Lifted Smoking Goods presents Night Call Flex. We're taking back the basement of the Middle East Club downstairs. 480 Mass Avenue, Cambridge, Mass. Soundtrack provided by DJ Slick Vic, Mad Sound International. DJ Lady Lee, Clarity House. What we said, that night is all about mesh marina, fishnet, pum pum shorts. Ladies, come out and flex. Tickets are only $25. Go to eventbrite.com. Doors open at 9 p.m. until 1. I'm telling you, Saturday, May 27th, get ready. It's a night called Flex. Brought to you by Spark FM and Lifted Smoking Goods.
And stop banging on the damn furnace. You hear me now? This is the last time.
Attention, gentlemen. Are you looking for a suit that will make you look sharp and feel confident? Look no further than Allen's Formal Wear, a Boston legacy business. Our expert staff will help you find the perfect suit for any occasion. With a wide selection of colors, styles, and sizes, we have something for everyone. And the best part, our affordable prices won't break the bank. So why settle for a mediocre suit when you can stand out in Allen's Formal Wear? Visit us today at 594 Blue Hill Ave, Dorchester, or allensformalwear.com to book an appointment. Visit us today at 594 Blue Hill Ave, Dorchester, or Allens, ALLANS, formalwear.com to book an appointment. Allens Formal Wear, we are dressing you for success.
Boston and surrounding communities. Boston Lesbi Gay Urban Foundation and Fenway Health Center is coming to inform you on how important it is to protect yourself from COVID-19. Let's get vaccinated. Let's encourage our loved ones and community friends and family to get boosted. Getting a COVID shot and a booster shot will help save more lives. Guess what? If you receive a vaccination, Blue will give you a one-day pass to any Urban Pride event, July 1st to July 3rd, 2023. To get connected to a health center near you, email info@lesbiagayurbanfoundation.org or visit the CDC website to learn more.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-Made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Spark FM.
Medication. Your medication makes me high.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for it.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com.
Turn us up.
She like man, we ride. Big ride.
Spark FM.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. Per usual, we always have someone very special from the community stop in here to talk to you guys about what is going on in the city. And as an urban and Caribbean radio station, we've got to touch base with our Caribbean folks, our urban folks, and tell y'all what's going on. Today we have in the studio Andrew. Andrew is the founder and CEO of Authentic Caribbean Foundation of Boston. Yes. And he is a native of Jamaica born. Andrew, welcome to Spark FM Online. How are you?
The world, top of the world.
On top of the world, on top of the world.
That's a good place to be.
Andrew, tell us what the Authentic Caribbean Foundation is.
We're a non-profit organization, 501c3, tax exempt. So our support is on kids with disability. So in terms of disability, even for the adults too, we try and support those community, A lot of people look at disability and forget about them, And we don't know when we're going to be disabled. We can be disabled anytime, Anything can happen. Absolutely. You have the hidden and you have the physical disability. So we support that community, but specifically the kids, because the kids are our future.
Mm-hmm. And these are the kids in the Caribbean countries, and
also here in Massachusetts.
And also here. Okay.
Yeah. And how did you get into that?
Yeah.
Left Jamaica, migrated, and I said, transitioning will take a little while. Yeah. So to keep myself occupied, and this state is always the state of education. You're always learning. Mm-hmm. So I went and I did the course here, how to formulate and start a non-profit organization. Yeah. And then the focus has always been disability for me from long time, seeing the disability, family who are disabled and so forth. So I said, let me just start it. And then there it is, 10 years now.
10 years.
10 years now in the making.
What kind of things do you guys do?
Well, our non-profit is focused on two main key: education. Mm-hmm. You never stop learning. Mm-hmm. And you guys doing a great job here in educating the public through communication.
Yeah.
And health. It's combined because, you have to do the diagnostic, the research, and also the equipments, when you any form of disability, hearing impaired or wheelchair, you need those equipment. So that's why we focus on that in terms of providing support in pediatrics and giving back. I mean, we have done a few distribution. I know St. Lucia called about a wheelchair, and we provided that.
How do you get those things? Like, how do you tap into your resources to be able to help these people?
Well, collaboration and networking, and throwing it out into the sky. Make God do the work.
Yes.
God, I need this.
Yes. And He provides, and people in general, you have some, there's always good people in the world. We have to say good over evil. So we reach out to people and they're able to pour in. I have another request for another wheelchair again, and we're sourcing that. So we just continue to give and offer our support, especially in the Caribbean. We know it is. We're here, we left, we're diaspora, and it's right here in America. So how can we give back to our community?
We have so much here.
And it's so fitting because, a lot of people come from the Caribbean and they come here and they settle here and they end up working in the healthcare field. So this is just so nice and fitting that this is where we would, what your foundation would focus on.
And the thing about my foundation, which is really great, is that we deal with the entire Caribbean.
Yes.
So it's not just one Caribbean. So from from Ghana, because you see what happened now with the children that got burned in Ghana.
Yeah.
And we're trying to figure out how are we going to really support them and see how standards. Sometimes the standards in the Caribbean is very low.
Right.
Yeah.
So
very
how
low.
we can really bring up that standard, training again, education.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we just continue to support all the region, whether Jamaica, Bajan, Trini,
Yeah.
you're from the Dutch Caribbean or from the French Caribbean. We try our best to support as much as the schools. We have adopted schools too.
Yeah.
During our visit.
How
and
many do
working
you have?
along. We have
And
about
they are in different places or
different
just one?
island. Like
Yeah.
I just came back from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yeah.
And we were able to adopt 4 schools. I mean, one of the schools when you go into and the floor, you'll drop through the floor,
Oh,
the
Jesus.
wooden floor
Yeah.
because of the condition of the schools.
Oh no.
And for instance, we take for granted shelves.
Mhm.
No shelves.
Yeah.
So, those basic necessities.
Very nice.
So we'll be able to help them and support. I have a lot of wish lists
Yeah.
that I've gotten from many of the schools that we need to complete. So
On your website, assistance to the disability communities, hurricane relief, Caribbean American University clubs. You just mentioned that you adopt some schools. There's the annual Afro-Caribbean Black History Gala and Awards. Festivals, which we have taken part of in lots of times.
Yes.
That is a good time. Caribbean strategy, education, health, and trade. So lots of things
Greetings,
that you have going on
everyone.
here.
Tell
It's
us
the
about some of
authentic
these
Caribbean
events that you have.
10th
I'm reading here, which I think is mad cute. Picnic time, story time.
right, I'm telling you, we all know about our culture, and I'm all about the culture, coming from the background of the great Louise Bennett Coverley and Paul King Douglas from Trinidad. So we want to ensure that our first and second generation do not lose the culture.
Yeah.
Although they're here in America, we have to ensure that we pass on this culture to them.
Absolutely.
So that's how we create Picnic Time, Story Time, an online after school program that disability inclusive, where persons can really participate with their kids. I've seen a diverse of persons coming on the program. And then remember I told Darren about the Mocha Jumbie.
Yes,
I was worried
I'm
about the Mocha
excited
Jumbies.
about getting in. So Mocha Jumbies. Tell us tell people what Mocha Jumbies are,
Right.
and why this is. I was waiting for this. Why this is so important. So Mocha
Right.
Jumbie.
So some people say Jumbie, some say Jumbies. It can be pronounced by various, and they're all across the Caribbean because it's a African heritage that was brought with us in the Caribbean, which is the formulation of the Duppies.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know about
Duppies
back
are
there
ghosts.
Duppy stories,
Duppy don't know if we're
African
frightened.
heritage. We have everything about. So it came from that, and we formulated. And these are persons who walk on sticks,
Yes.
and they're dressed up in different form of costume, predicting the different elements of the Duppies, rolling calf or the horn and all of that. So it was really good. I was a bit nervous because the embrace of it, and I think people didn't know much about the Jumbies. But when you go on the stick, when we first started in Franklin Park, so every Sunday we practice in Franklin Park.
Oh, yeah.
And then when we go up on the stick, everybody's like, "Oh my God, look at that! How do you do it?" And taking photos. So
I've that sticks, stilts. The people that are literally like the tall people. I don't know if a lot of people still even know what it even. Tristan's gonna put a picture online of what they look like, so you can see. Like, this is amazing work. I saw you in the park practicing with them. What was that like? And there was little kids around there too.
So we mix it up. We have the younger ones and the older ones.
What's the youngest?
The youngest was 4 years old.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
And the key is to balance.
Yeah.
Because I did it also, and I was like, am I able to do this at this age?
That's scary.
No, I mean,
How tall are the
so they can go up to 10 feet.
10 feet?
Yeah, they could go up to 6 to 10 as high.
And that's a real skill. Look at that.
Yes. And it's all about the balancing and to be able to move. And that's what he's showing us, just like how you see that photo. How to balance, how to move, how to do those stunts on the stilt. So it's amazing. And one of the things too in Boston, I always say, and I big up this radio station,
we in Boston must have our own.
Yes.
We need to have our own stuff.
Yeah.
We have too many Caribbean American living here,
Right.
the fourth largest
Yeah.
community in the United States.
Yes, we
So
are.
why not have a Moko Jambi group?
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you are. It started when the
It
little group?
started 4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago, and
Yeah.
how's it been going?
Very good. I mean, we have 7 persons so far.
Wow.
We plan to bring it back in the summer again.
I want to do it.
Yes, we're going to be at the carnival. We're going to be at all the events. And the thing about the Jambi, you just pop up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to say, we're going to be there. We just pop up.
I
and
see
then-
in New York, mostly during carnival time, you could just see them walking down the street casually, like a group of Moko Jumbies just casually walking down the street. And I think that's really important. That's something fun that kids can honestly see, and they can be like, oh, I want to do that.
All right.
And they don't even know that they're learning such deep history when they get involved with something that looks so fun.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And the reason why we did it too is June is National Caribbean American Heritage
Mhm.
Month. And part of our heritage is all of these. Moko Jumbi's one, we do the maypole dance. A lot of people are not familiar or haven't seen it for a while. The maypole dance, which is the pole and the ribbon, they're plaiting the ribbon with the kids.
Flat pole, they call it. in
Right.
some
So I have been teaching that at Ellis Elementary Primary School for the past 2 years. So
Wow.
June the 3rd, actually June the 2nd, we'll be showing Michelle Wu some of our real culture at City Hall Plaza at the flag raising.
Good. And I'm excited about that because obviously you know that we're having a Little Kitties Carnival on August 19th.
Yes.
And I think that when we started kind of planning this out, that was something that constantly came up. Like Moko Jumbies, how come we don't have them in Boston? But again, you started out this interview by saying that especially in Boston, we have a really bad way of really highlighting Caribbean culture.
Yes.
And really kind of making sure that it's included in the rest of Boston. We have the 3rd, 4th largest population of Caribbean people here. And yet the culture seems to be laying within the older people and nothing is being
dying
traveled
out.
down to the
Culture-
kids. Yeah.
culture's dying
And I think that with your foundation and many other people's, leads and trying to change things, hopefully we will see a turnaround and these kids get the history and the culture that they need.
Dang.
But it's not just the kids here. You
Gotta
do
get the
things for the
parents involved,
adults.
too.
Yes.
You have a series of events going in for June. One of them being the Caribbean Expo. Is that June, right?
That's in July,
Yeah, July.
the 8th, which is, I'm glad you bring that up because that was our first event. When I came to Boston, I love carnival. I'm a carnival person.
Yes. Hello.
But we needed more than that. We needed other things because when you look at various islands, they have jazz, they have roots, event, festival, they have maroon, they have World Creole Day, all of these stuff. So I say, you know what, we need to expand more.
Yeah.
And I think as Caribbean person, we need to expand more, think out of the box.
We're
And
very proud and egotistical people. So it's funny to me that we're not more, more boisterous and more out there. It's almost like we're a little humble when we get to places where we should be a little bit more loud.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for me too, I think being able to spark, sometimes we are sitting back because we just need that support and empowerment. That's the word.
Yeah.
We need to empower people. And that's some of the things that I decided to do as a boy. We have to empower our Caribbean folks here.
Absolutely.
What can I do? Let's bring up some more festival. Let's do some of these programs. Let's push the drive of persons to be involved. So I'm so happy to see where we have come from 10 years ago as Caribbean American people here in Massachusetts. Look at their restaurants now. We have so many expansion, not only in Boston but in other areas.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
So I'm excited to be able to promote these events, especially the Caribbean American Heritage Month, which we are proud. It's a proclamation from the president. For the past 18 years, we've been receiving it. And now we have a vice president who is a Caribbean American. So why not? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So June 3rd is the Caribbean Heritage Festival of Boston. So you said there's going to be the flag raising
on June the 2nd.
On June the 2nd.
That's a Friday, right?
Yes.
And then on June 3rd, Saturday, June 3rd, from 12 to 6 p.m. at the Reggie Lewis. and athletic is going to be the Caribbean Heritage Festival. What can we look forward to doing there?
Definitely Roots Alley Collective playing up reggae music.
It is. You said
we
it.
have Timber Messenger, which is the salsa, because we cannot forget our Dominican Republic and our Puerto Rican.
That's
and
Honduran.
Yes, La Saiba. Yes, so definitely we mixing it up, the talents. We're going to have the maypole dance. We're going to talk about the cultural of the Caribbean.
Yes.
We're going to have some prizes. We have food vendor. And we're going to make sure we have the rum bar there, which will promote the Caribbean Rum and Food
That's
Festival.
what I was just going to. So one of our favorite events.
I know it's yours.
Yes.
I know you love it.
Me and her literally go every year and sit down and have the best time.
It's such a good time. It's such a good time. It's a good space.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good time of year to have it. It's a really, really nice time there.
So this happens in September.
September the 16th. And guess what? Sometime a lot of people haven't tried the other rums.
Mm-hmm.
So coming back from St. Vincent, I had to pick up the Sparrows. So that's one of their local rum from St. Vincent.
Okay.
So the Rum and Food Festival, you're able to sample the various Caribbean rum that you might have never tasted before.
Love it.
And also the cocktail.
Yes.
So I have something coming for you with the rum punch. So when you come, you usually get the free rum punch. But this time we have a special rum punch from Myro, the Grenadines, which is the sea moss rum punch that we're bringing.
Sea moss
so it's
rum
good
punch
for you and make you feel good.
Yes.
Oh, well, I can't wait
And
for
it's
that.
from the Caribbean. And, I discovered it while I went to Myro, at a beach bar, cool beach bar. And
Marrow
is one of the Grenadines.
one of the Grenadines. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. St. Vincent, we have to get there.
Yes.
And then last but not least, and this is just a couple of your events, the Afro-Caribbean Black History Gala. Tell us about that. I know that you honored a lot of really great people, deserving people, and I think that's something else that we don't have here in in Boston is the honoring of different sectors of people. And it wasn't the same set of people that you see all the time. You guys really did your work to kind of find and dig into the Caribbean people that are putting in work. How did that go? I saw it was packed.
Oh my God, 300 and something people.
Good.
The dance floor, we Caribbean people, I was shocked that everybody was jamming. But when I came here and I realized people who had their business for 40 years, 50 years, and no recognition. And I always say, don't give me no honor when I'm dying. Give me when I'm alive.
Right.
Yeah.
And we decided that, let's do some research and see who we can honor, who have really contributed. Alan.
Yeah.
A Formula Wear.
Yep. He's also a legacy business too. So I'm glad that you guys honored them. Yeah.
Well, I telling you, so I think sometimes you gotta, as I say, you gotta click that spark.
Yeah.
To make sure that it's happening. Because after honoring him, I'm so glad that they realize how important he has been.
Yes, absolutely.
Miss Hopi from Taste to Eden, who've been there.
Yes.
All of these people, Ali's Roti, who've been a staple in the community.
And they've never been honored or anything. That's so crazy because they feed most of them.
Lenny's ever got honored in
Probably not.
No.
No.
And that's somebody we want to put on it too for next year, because we try to find various, even hairdressers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them who've been doing the work
They
in the
are.
community.
Yep.
And we just not have put the spotlight on them. So it was really great to create this event.
Feel good moment to know that you are giving people flowers before they need to get flowers. I love it.
And long overdue.
Yeah,
too, in most
long
cases.
overdue.
Yeah.
And one of the things too is that we have never united all of us together. We have to unite it. We stand, divided we fall.
That's right.
And this year, time is flying. This year, we had Haitian in the room, we had Antiguan in the room, we had Bajan in the room. We had a cross section of Caribbean folks in the room, which you usually don't get that.
Jamaica, Barbados, and Trinidad.
All of them was in the room. All of them. So that was a great experience for me to really pull us together and say, hey, we got to work together.
Yeah.
We got to push the agenda of Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yes. So that the city, Mayor who was there and the district attorney was there, and they were so impressed to see this cross selection.
What motivates you to keep on going?
Love for the community.
Love it.
love for the community.
I can hear that in you.
Yes,
When
a lot of passion.
I'm all about our Caribbean folks exceeding and excelling because we left home. Some of us left in good terms because it's not everybody left for a job or some of us left for love. Some of us left for change of environment. So for us to be here and not really empowering ourselves, that was my key. I said, listen, I need our Caribbean people to, come together, be strong, and capitalize on the opportunity. I could say to you, I'm so glad that you also benefited from some of the grants.
Absolutely.
I've been pushing a lot of my Caribbean businesses and folks. I say,
me too. There's free money out there. Go get it.
And even for the organizations.
Yes,
I mean, the American Rescue Plan gave the entire United States. And this was in support of Black community who have been able to contribute to where this president is at.
Absolutely.
So, I'm all about the community for us to benefit, to exceed. And again, the youth.
The youth.
The youth.
Because those are our future, literally.
Keep it going.
So, quick rundown of the events that are coming up. I know they're on your website. What's the website?
Authentic Caribbean Foundation.
AuthenticCaribbeanFoundation.org. And you will be able to go on there and find a list of dates. Tony, do you have to pull it up already?
Yes, so June the 1st is the launch, which we launch National Caribbean American Heritage Month. Then June the 2nd is the flag raising at City Hall Plaza, which we do every year, showcasing our food, our culture.
Yeah, we attended last year in the rain, and it was amazing.
So fun. It was so fun.
Then the 3rd is the Caribbean American Heritage Festival in Boston. Then Reggie Lewis. Then the 5th is Worcester flag raising and Springfield flag raising. Because
that first week is crazy for you. Golly.
Yes.
How are you going to be in Worcester and Springfield?
Well, one is at 11, one is at 1. It's only an hour between Worcester and Springfield, so we'll be able to. But we can't forget those Western brothers.
Absolutely.
Because there's a vast amount of Caribbean folks.
And Worcester and Springfield both have their own carnivals.
They do.
Which I just learned that Springfield has been going for 50 years as well.
No, they're 20 years.
20 years.
Yep, 20 years. Yep.
But it's just like I didn't know that. I just learned that this year.
Yes. And then now we piggyback around to Randolph.
Yes.
So Randolph is 60% Caribbean residents.
Definitely.
Really?
Definitely.
60%
of the residents of Randolph are Caribbean American.
Wow.
Lots of Asian, lots of Asian, a lot of Jamaicans living in Randolph. So the city has been working with us, and we're so glad to bring it to them. And those towns hardly see anything, so we had to bring it. So we're having that festival on the 17th of June.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
I want to go to that one.
And we have guest appearance. Denise Belfon will pass through.
Saucy.
1 team.
Exactly. We're gonna be touching base with her via the Authentic Caribbean Foundation. So thank you for that. We want to see these things do great.
Yes.
I truly believe that you are one of these people that are really thinking outside the box and really just kind of going at it and how if it happens, it happens. I'm going to try my best. It's always well branded. It's always well set up. And you are just kind of needing that support from the Caribbean community because this is the things that you're doing for them. So come out. We'll make sure that we are highlighting all of the events that Andrew has going on so that you guys can attend them.
18 is Worcester, where we have Navino and Mario Chief that is performing with Denise Belfon. And then on the 24th is Rhode Island. So we skip across the state and we do Rhode Island on the 24th.
Okay.
We have the boat. We have the family day on Spectacle Island.
Yep.
Where you could come out with the kids and have a good time. There's several islands out there on Boston Harbor that I encourage a lot of people to go and see.
Go visit.
Yeah. And also for mental health. We have to remember about this mental health. So time for us to take that break from it and enjoy it. We have a Caribbean Men Speak where we're going to talk about men's health.
Praise the Lord.
And
the men
wealth. The health and the wealth because you need the both of them.
Because to get a woman,
Right. Because some men don't feel like they're healthy until they're wealthy. And it's the other way around. But that's another conversation.
And then our Caribbean American woman empowerment, definitely empower the woman.
That's right.
Discussion with all Caribbean women that will be on the information. And then we kick off the summer with the My Caribbean Expo, which is one of our largest events on the Greenway. Yeah. It's a privilege to be downtown on the Greenway.
It sure is.
It sure is.
I always say having a seat at the table, crucial. Yeah. So I was so instrumental to be able to have that on the Greenway and to be able to showcase our real culture in a large audience. Over 10,000 visitors that pass through that event on the Greenway. And we have Richie Stevens coming in. Definitely.
Oh.
And we have a few artists coming in for the
love artists
for the Rum and Food Festival.
Well,
good.
We're all over. Wherever Authentic Caribbean is, you will see one of us.
Right.
We are there.
One of the things I told you, Hot Sauce, I want to give away 2 tickets because it's all about the play. Take away yourself.
Take away yourself.
So what is this play?
It's Reggie Lewis, Roxbury Community Center, sorry. And it's all about laughter. Dion Silvera and Mikey Max and all of those entertainers. And it's happening, Caribbean Lounge and myself brought it over and we say, let's show Boston, let them have a good time. Yes. So I want to give away 2 tickets for those who want to attend it. It's a big event. A lot of people know of these actors.
I love plays.
Yes.
I really love
West Indian Caribbean plays. They're always so fun and
funny. Be very fun.
And you need that laughter, after the stressful week, you need that laughter.
Sure enough.
Yes.
Thank you.
So how many tickets do you want to give away?
We're going to give away, let's say 4 tickets.
Let's give away 4 tickets, 2 pairs of tickets so people could go with a friend, perhaps, maybe. Go with a nice date night, a nice evening out with your girl or your boy or your man's night or woman's night, all kind of nights.
Singles night.
We're gonna have to give them away in the comment section.
Oh, because the phone
lines are still.
Yes.
First question: how many years has Authentic Caribbean Foundation been existing?
Yes, because we told you in this interview.
You've been listening.
Question.
Drop it in the comments.
One more time, Tristan.
How many years has Authentic Caribbean Foundation been existing? And what's question number 2?
Andrew, you give us our second question.
List 2 of the actors on the play.
List 2 of the actors on the play.
Okay, all right.
Okay, list 2 of them. We'll take those in the comment section. In the meanwhile, we do got to get some autograph signatures from Andrew because we've got to make sure that he knows that we're big fans of his.
Oh, yeah.
And we need him to sign the wall. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We're going to look out for those ticket winners and we'll announce them when we come back since y'all can't call us. Sorry. 61 Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. Thank you so much, Andrew. You are awesome. We'll be right back in a few minutes.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
If you're a lover of reggae, dancehall, and rubber dub, Saturday, May 27th is a night for you. Spark FM and Lifted Smoking Goods presents Night Call Flex. We're taking back the basement of the Middle East Club downstairs. 480 Mass Avenue, Cambridge, Mass. Soundtrack provided by DJ Slick Vic, Mad Sound International. DJ Lady Lee, Clarity House. What we say, that night is all about mesh marina, fishnet, pum pum shorts. Ladies, come out and flex. Tickets are only $25. Go to eventbrite.com. Doors open at 9 p.m. until 1. I'm telling you, Saturday, May 27th, get ready. It's a night called Flex. Brought to you by Spark FM and Lifted Smoking Goods.
And stop banging on the damn furnace. You hear me now? This is the last time.
Attention, gentlemen. Are you looking for a suit that will make you look sharp and feel confident? Look no further than Allen's Formal Wear, a Boston legacy business. Our expert staff will help you find the perfect suit for any occasion. With a wide selection of colors, styles, and sizes, we have something for everyone. And the best part, our affordable prices won't break the bank. So why settle for a mediocre suit when you can stand out in Allen's Formal Wear? Visit us today at 594 Blue Hill Ave, Dorchester, or allensformalwear.com to book an appointment. Visit us today at 594 Blue Hill Ave, Dorchester, or Allens, ALLANS, formalwear.com to book an appointment. Allens Formal Wear, we are dressing you for success.
Saturday, June 24th, It's Casino Production presents the 3rd annual We Outside Underwater, the Luau edition. Music is going to be provided by Clarity House Crew, DJ Matic, Ghetto Hype, Sun International. We're going to be traveling on the MV Freedom, 60 Rose Wharf, Boston. Boarding time for that night is going to be 4 p.m. Departure time, 4:30. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you now that is a 21 plus event. For ticket, check out Flames Restaurant and eventbrite.com. That is Saturday, June 24th. We Outside Underwater, the Luau edition. Brought to you by Sino Productions.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Come on. Spark FM.
Chick a man be ballin', these chicks pigeon toed, some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Totally gang. Shoot us.
Shaking it, bouncing it. She know the gang be part of it. Line up stage coming out of it. Nearby to play me up out of here. 10K, y'all get the guy out of here. Come to the hood, we already there. Smoking on Dre, you haven't seen him in years. Laughing at you while you shed them tears. I'm from the block, can't stop it. She gonna tell me what a drop is. If you don't think I don't got it, pop it. These walk without it, you pop it. You scream beef my block, you bucket. Lately, I'm skins with broken buzzing. I keep a post, yeah, I'm up it. Everybody knows I'm blocking. These take these and lower it. Shooting at you and then nigga, you run away. FaceTime, I see you in public. I'm that man you don't wanna with. 151, my bro, we dumping. Shot to his head, walk away like it's nothing. You ain't gonna ride, then keep it 100. Laying the beef ain't been on nothing.
What is this, Doctor?
This is.
Well, Spark of New England. Spark FM. Bringing the heat back to the airwaves. Turn us up. All right, let's take a look.
Shoot it.
You bad.
Hey, ooh, this my song. Spark FM online. Girl, you bad.
Jeez, where's the rhythm? Where's the rhythm?
Haters.
Jeez.
It's time for our national and world news. Miss Tony, what you got for us, baby girl?
Girl, guess what?
Tell me what I'm guessing.
Netflix password sharing crackdown is here.
I think that is foolishness. I think that it is should. I think that we should sue.
I think we should.
We should sue.
Class action suit. The other night I was like, oh, they done started because they had kicked me out of the Netflix. And I had to sign back in. Remember when I asked you for the thing?
Yep.
But now y'all gonna kick me out.
They definitely gonna kick you out because you're not in the household, which I think is foolish.
It won't kick you out, but it will tell you that there's too many people using it.
Ooh.
You gotta add users now. I don't know.
But like add users. If I and my husband live in a different house, we should be able to share a Netflix account.
Exactly.
And I am not happy with them saying that we can't.
Well, it says Netflix is about to kick your best friend off of your account unless you pay for them to share your account. That is. On Tuesday, Netflix revealed the details of how its crackdown on password sharing will affect viewers in the U.S. and how much it will cost to keep extra people on your account. If you have the Netflix standard plan that costs $15.49 per month, then you have the option of adding one extra member who can use the service outside of your household for $7.99 extra each month.
Wait, so I gotta pay the inflated price, and then I also what's the standard plan is $15.49.
Yes.
Then you have the option of adding one extra member who can use the service outside of your household for $7.99.
One extra, but how do they determine what is a household?
Maybe by the IP address. I don't know.
Because I live in the same house as my mama, so can she use it?
That's not the same house.
Why not?
It's the same building.
It's the same house.
It's the same building.
Just not the same floor.
It's the same building.
If it was a 3-family home,
Not the same house.
it would be the same house.
So it says anyone who pays for the Netflix premium package with 4K streaming has the option of adding up to 2 extra members, but each one will cost another $7.99.
That's bullshit.
That
Sorry.
sounds stupid.
That's the dumbest shit that I've ever. You making me cuss. You making me cuss Netflix.
The U.S. isn't the only country where the new rules are rolling out either, as Netflix in the U.K. will charge the subscribers little L sign $4.99 each month for extra
£4.
Netflix subscribers on its 2 cheapest plans, basic or standard with ads, which cost $9.99 and $6.99 per month, respectively, don't have the option to add extra members to their account at all. Can I ask you a question? Why wouldn't I just get my own? I mean, what am I saving here?
I'm not saving anything.
You're not, because it's stupid. So I'll just pay for my own.
And I think that's what they want. They want to increase subscribers. They want to increase their revenue. So I feel like this is a push to say, everybody just get your own Netflix account. But I just feel like if you want everybody to get their own Netflix account, maybe you should go down on the goddamn price of the freaking Netflix account so more people could get it.
Exactly. Netflix ain't even that good.
Netflix don't got a damn thing to watch.
It sure don't. Because last night I was scrolling. I don't want to watch that. And everything is foreign language.
Yeah.
And with English voiceover, which is annoying.
I'm really not. I'm not having a good time with this.
Me either. Netflix subscribers in the U.S. who share the service outside of their household will get an email about the company's password sharing
Shut
policies.
up, Charles. Some people
be
living. Some people want to be married and don't want to live together, and that's fine. Or some people, maybe my child is at college and she need a little Netflix password.
Exactly.
And I don't have to pay a whole new one for her. She's my child.
But this is what I'm saying. You know, like when we go away, right? And you go and you stay in like an Airbnb or whatever, they always have the option for you to sign in to your streaming services from wherever. So if I sign in with my Netflix, you're going to charge me $7.99?
And so how does that work on also like your laptop and stuff like that?
Right.
So my laptop, I take it to Dubai with me and I want to watch some Netflix.
Trini Tech said all subscriptions are a waste of money. And I second that.
TinyTube.
I bootleg everything.
TinyTube.
TinyZone.tv.
Oh, that's Zone. Don't go to TinyTube.
I know what Didi would come over and fix my Fire Stick, then I won't need to use Danielle's Netflix.
Shout out to the torrent massive, the download massive.
Oh.
Is
that a thing? Is there you have a group?
Download massive.
Yes, download massive.
A coalition of downloaders.
Wow.
Bootleg the pirates.
The bootleg coalition.
Yeah, man, the pirate.
What is it called? The Rainforest Coalition.
Oh.
What is it? What is it called? Do we just read
Forest.
Food Forest was a Netflix Forest Coalition.
Oh my.
Go on TinyZone.tv. I just saw John Wick got nice HD version of John Wick up there.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go watch it. I love a John Wick.
Wait, on where?
Look! It got Air. It got Stimulant.
Did you guys see Air?
It got everything up there.
Air is such a cute little movie. I like
it. To get back into the mode of being able to watch things myself. I'd be like, I'm gonna save that to watch with someone.
Air, I kept falling asleep. It was a 2-hour long movie.
It was a 2-hour long movie. I do think that I missed the first half an hour because I was doing other things.
What you was doing?
Working.
Bang, chicka, wow, wow. Waka, 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 waka,
I
waka,
was
waka, waka.
working on a few grants.
His name is Grant, is it?
Oh, girl, bye. Oh, look, the phone.
The phone.
The phone is ringing.
Hello? Hello?
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Hello? Oh, hold on. Hello? Hello?
Oh, y'all can hear me?
Ah, we can hear you. The phone is working. Hi. So excited.
Hey, I'm actually fixing something instead of breaking something for once.
Look at you. Hi, Schneider. How you
Look
doing?
at Schneider breaking through.
Yeah, I'm all good. I was going to say, this Netflix password thing is about to get me back on Mega Upload.
Yeah.
Upload.
What is Mega? What's that on the Fire Stick?
It's a download service.
I don't. It's not even existing anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
dude
not.
got arrested. He got all types of the FBI had some sort of shootout with him back in this was 10 to 15 years ago.
I don't believe that that's fair. I don't believe that it's fair for people to crack down on people who have figured out a way to beat the system.
I was going to ask Triz, can you do me a favor? The Mega Upload song, I want to get that on my ringtone. That's on YouTube. Do you remember it was, I think it was Kanye mixed with Black Eyed Peas.
Is that an AI? Is there an AI version to that?
I don't know. I'm gonna look into that.
Me too.
Yeah. It was the song that Kim.com produced for his service. And that's what got the FBI triggered to actually start looking into it.
If we look at it on this computer, will we get arrested?
No, you're all good. It's on YouTube now. I mean, just the promo song. It's Macy Gray, Kanye, and
why do I feel like I remember that? Do I remember that?
No.
Macy Gray,
it was a banging song.
Kanye. It was a
I'm
banging
gonna look
song.
it up. I'm gonna look it
Bye,
up.
Schneider.
I don't know if it was banging. Schneider, do you want the tickets to the play?
No, he got tickets to Flex.
Oh, get out of here, Schneider. Bye.
Bye.
Go home, Schneider.
I'm excited that our phone lines are working.
Somebody else call us now.
Yeah, call us all day.
We haven't heard from Chris in so long.
617-272-3387. The phone lines are back up and working. And to all of y'all who think that I didn't pay my bill, yes, I didn't pay the bill. It's on auto pay. Gary gonna ask me, did you pay the bill? What you mean? What you mean? Don't ask me if I paid my bill.
It'd be your own kids.
They're my own youth.
Biden mocks a chaotic DeSantis 2024 launch amid Twitter tech issues and said, this link works.
Do you know that DeSantis is 44 years old?
No.
He's younger than you.
No.
DeSantis looked like he's been here for at least the last 72 years.
He's not 44.
He is 44 years old.
Oh, that's madness.
He is aging poorly because it's the devil's work. When you are the devil, you age poorly.
Damn. It's all that Florida sun making his skin
It's
crack.
not. It's all the devil and Satan that lives within him has rubbled his body. He is of the devil's spawn.
Oh.
He is the worst person.
The devil's sperm.
He is the devil's sperm.
The Twitter event was plagued by tech issues and dropped audio almost immediately. President Joe Biden poked fun at Ron DeSantis as the Florida governor's 2024 campaign kickoff during a Twitter Spaces event with CEO Elon Musk.
Somebody called him Elon Musty.
Elon Musk, who was riddled with tech issues. The Twitter event, which began at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, was plagued by tech issues and dropped audio almost immediately. David Sachs, one of the moderators of the event, said the massive number of participants was melting the servers. Mr. Biden, for his part, posted a link to his donation page with a quip, "This link works."
Caller, you're live.
You'll pay that bill that way. That's the problem.
Yo, I paid my bill. I paid the bill.
I stopped talking about your next president like that. Ship us all back on the banana boat.
Well, he will get you black people in order, and that is what we need here in this country.
DeSantis becomes the president here, I'm going to live in your house in BIM because I am not staying here.
I am on the first banana boat back out.
with us.
And I'm right next to you.
Right by. You have the key. I'm glad to hear your voice again, too. The phone lines make me happy.
I know.
Oh, yes.
Have a good day.
So that's why we had I couldn't even get through to the Belgian guy that was there with the art thing.
I know,
Girl.
Keith Maskell.
Yeah, and he wants you to make him some fish cakes. He meaning me.
Tell him call me.
Call me now.
Bye.
Bye.
So anyhow, that whole thing got flopped, and that's just an indication that DeSantis will flop this whole United States if y'all vote him into office. This sad story: 11-year-old Mississippi boy who was shot by responding police officer after calling 911 is released from the hospital. Why?
What do you think? Read me the story because I'm confused.
Hear anything about this story.
I heard it. I've been reading it, watching it across my timelines and things.
This is crazy. So an 11-year-old Mississippi boy who was shot by a police officer after he called 911 for help is recovering after being released from the hospital, according to his family. The family is calling for the officer to be fired and charged with the shooting. Darian Murphy was shot in the chest by an Indianola Police Department officer early Saturday morning while the officer was responding to a domestic disturbance call at the child's home, according to his mother, Nakala Murray, and the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. Murray told CNN that the father and another of her children arrived at her home at 4 a.m. irate. Concerned about her safety, Murray asked Darian to call the police. Murray said the officer who arrived at her home had his gun drawn at the door and asked those inside of the home to come out. Murray said her son was shot coming around the corner of a hallway into the living room.
So tell me again. I couldn't focus. Tell me what?
The father of her children.
Yes.
The father of her children and another of her children came to her house at 4 a.m. and they were irate.
Okay.
She feared for her safety, so she asked the little boy to call the police.
Mm-hmm.
The little boy went and called the police. When the police came, he had his gun drawn and told everybody in the house to come out.
Yeah.
And as the people were coming out, this little one came around the corner and the police shot him.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. Yep. Once he came from around the corner, he got shot. I cannot grasp why. The same cop that told him to come out of the house that came out of the house. Mm-hmm. Darian, the little boy, did, and he got shot. He kept asking, why did he shoot me? What did I do wrong? She said. The shooting happened within what felt like 1 to 2 minutes after the officer asked those in the house to come outside. The boy was given a chest tube and placed on a ventilator at the University of Mississippi Medical Center in Jackson after developing a collapsed lung, fractured ribs, a lacerated liver because of his shooting. He was released from the hospital on Wednesday, and CNN has reached out to the thing. 2 other children, including Murray's daughter and 2-year-old nephew, were also in the home at the time of the shooting. The body cam footage has not been released. It needs to be, because we need to know why this man
I also
thought that he should just shoot.
Because it's racist. So that's the only word I know in this world.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. If that little baby had died, that would have been crazy.
Yep.
I don't, and this cop is most likely not going to get anything done to him.
Yeah.
Because he had feared for his life.
Yep.
I don't want no scared ass cop helping me. Hello, this is Spark FM Online. How can I help you?
Yo, what's good? This is Charles. I'm down in North Carolina. Now, y'all know me.
We know who you are.
I was like, who's this?
I mean, I was like, he sounded like a nice voice. And then he said Charles.
And I was like, it's Charles.
That's disgusting. First off, so do you know how terrible it is for our people to feel like we're in danger, have to call the cops, and by the way, we're in danger from the cops?
Yeah.
That's the most disgusting feeling ever. You need help,
awful.
But the help is also your enemy.
And especially for this baby.
Yeah.
He's 11 years old.
Yep.
Call the cops for help, and the cop comes and shoots him.
Yeah.
Like that. What's that? Go ahead, Charles.
No, the youth are told from preschool, the police are your friends, and call them when you have problems.
Right.
And then this is the results.
Exactly.
It's the wildest thing I've ever seen. I'll listen to the rest offline. I appreciate y'all. Great show.
Thank you so much. And then what is this baby's life going to be?
Yeah.
What's his relationship with the cops?
It's never
going to
be the
rest
same.
of his life?
He's going to have to find a super cop that wants to come and and talk to him and be his friend and, you know, really kind of fix his views of what police are, because I called the police and he shot me and almost killed me. So now I don't ever want to call the police, and I'd rather just deal with life myself.
That's so sad. That's an awful story. Awful story. I'm glad that the baby is okay. I hope he recovers, and I hope that his family gets him, you know, a lot of support.
Did you guys see the video?
Yes, please.
Mississippi shows the moments that would land 3 officers on the wrong.
Yeah, the baby's 11. That's a grown ass man.
Oh, no. This is another story. Go ahead.
Oh, Schneider said, what kind of threat could an 11-year-old pose? They see even our children as wild gorillas. Trini Tech said, cowards should not be able to own firearms. It's a oxy.
That's how I feel. Like I do understand that cops have a very crazy job, and they most likely deal with things that we never deal with, right? Yeah. And I do believe that it is a job that you are willingly putting your life at risk. But I also don't believe that you should be going out getting a job that you scared to do the job of.
That's true.
Like, if every time you're in a situation and you're literally scared to do anything, that you always making terrible ass mistakes, maybe, just maybe, that's not the job for you.
Right. And this officer who did the shooting has not been suspended or anything. He is still actively working.
Of course he is.
Still actively working.
Because shooting a little black boy is not any means for you to get dismissed or suspended or even launch an investigation.
I thought that that's what they usually do whenever there's a shooting, that they put you on like desk duty while
That's only on the TV.
Oh, damn. I watch too much TV.
That's only on the TV, child.
Damn it. That's not fair. Richard Barnett, the guy who was on in the insurrectionist who put his feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk, he's sentenced to over 4 years in prison.
He should have got the electric. He should have got the electric chair.
He should have got the electric.
Because why you was in there in the first place?
Exactly.
What you was doing in there?
Because he was looking for. Is he the one who said he was looking for her because he wanted to kill her?
Yeah, all of them wanted to kill her.
That's the one that went to her house.
They all the same to me. They all they all the same. They all is devils. Insurrectionists. Yep. They all did things that they wasn't supposed to do. And if it was black people hanging from the Capitol wall, they would have been shot down off of that wall almost immediately.
The black people didn't even need to hang off the Capitol wall. They just need to walk by the Capitol.
Look at a poor fella who shot his whole entire music video out there. He got jail time. He was just like, I'm here for the optics, not for the foolishness.
Well, he was the foolishness.
He was the foolishness. It was not a good.
3 ex-officers in Mississippi are indicted in the death of a black man seen on video being shocked with stun guns.
That was the video I had.
On purpose?
That was the video you had. A Mississippi grand jury has indicted 2 former police officers on murder charges and another ex-officer on a manslaughter charge in the death of a black man seen on video being pinned down and repeatedly shocked with stun guns during a New Year's Eve arrest.
I believe that Tristan has the clip here.
Yes. They repeatedly tased a man after he resisted arrest for allegedly trespassing last year. The former officers are now charged with his death. Put your hands behind your back, both of them. In this newly released body cam footage, let's go, hands behind your back. You can see and hear the encounter Keith Muriel is having with police officers on New Year's Eve in Jackson, Mississippi.
Give me your left arm. Give me your left arm.
Why are they still shocking?
The 41-year-old pinned down and tased multiple times.
We have seen actions which are excessive, disheartening, and tragic.
The now former officers James Land, Avery Willis, and Kenya McCarty are being charged for his death.
2 officers are charged with second-degree murder. And 1 officer, Mr. Land, has been charged with manslaughter.
Attorneys representing Muriel's family had an independent autopsy done. They claim Muriel died after not receiving aid after being severely beaten by the officers. The mayor insisting these former officers do not reflect what the city of Jackson or the police department represent.
We want to build a vision of public safety, which is based in community love and also based on trust within our community. Mm-hmm. And these actions do not appear to be consistent with that vision.
The police chief at the time of Muriel's death has retired. The acting chief is asking the community to support all officers who put their lives on the line every day, saying accountability measures will be in place moving forward.
Oh no. Two things. Why the hell they keep tasing that man while he was down on the ground?
Did they tase him to death?
There's 3 of you MFers around him. One of y'all hold his shoulders and make him put his hand in the back. And the other one do something else to make him put his hand in the back. Why the hell are y'all still teasing him? And the next thing, which is crazy, is they sure are locking up these black police officers, boy.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Oh, they are making an example out of you black police officers who bleed blue.
Yeah.
They are like, no matter what color your blood is, your skin is still black. So we will make an example out of you. This little boy, 11 years old, got shot for no reason. And that man is still on active duty having a good time.
He sure is.
These other ones tased the man to death. And they are immediately fired and arrested.
Yep.
That's wild to me.
Yep.
That is super crazy. You got to be mad at the police and you got to be mad at the other police.
Listen to this. One of the cops' body cameras footage showed him talking to another officer after the encounter. I hope he's asleep because if he's asleep, it'll be a good ride home. Wheeler said, using a racial slur referring to Mario. It was funny seeing his feet in the air. It was funny.
So it's funny. It was funny to fry a man's insides to death.
Yeah.
That's what's funny. It's funny how they arrested y'all black asses very, very quickly. That's more funny.
That's what they always say, that the police is one of the biggest gangs, right? And that's what.
And it sucks for the good officers.
It
Like
does.
it really, really does suck for the good officers out there that are actually risking their lives and trying to do community policing and trying to at least reason with people. And then you have these other people just doing random things. I don't understand where the disconnect is. Yeah. Stop killing people. Yeah. You having a badge does not make you the executioner. Yeah. You are literally just supposed to get them to the jail where they can go through their court system and get the whatever punishment they have. It's not for you to be killing people out here.
These officers be acting like they're judge, jury, and prosecutioner, and that's just really, really crazy.
And
really,
that's true, Trini Tech. It does start with the policy because there's nothing in there that's saying, no, please stop killing people on the streets.
Yeah.
We are shooting to kill, aiming for people's brains and stuff, instead of trying to disarm and figure out how we can help somebody else. We are killing people on trains with our bare hands.
I mean, the news doesn't get any better in what we have for national news. I don't want to talk about anymore about death and killing and all of these things. Like, it's just so bad. The next one is a teen dies during apparent social media stunt at a Los Angeles bridge. And then a man shot.
What do you mean he was doing a stunt?
He was doing a stunt. Everybody's trying to get on TikTok and trying to get likes.
Did y'all hear about the black boy who was breaking and entering into people's homes and recording it?
No, tell us. Speak.
Yeah, he was. It's a TikToker, right?
Yes. Okay, I saw all his TikToks. I was scrolling through Twitter and whatnot, and they were looking at him and they were sitting here on the comments like, what is wrong with him? Why is he just walking into people's houses?
Yeah.
And there was this white lady, she was in the front digging in the yard, and he just walked straight past her, went into the house, and then her boyfriend came from downstairs. He just kept walking. And I sat there, I was like, what is your problem?
Yeah, so we were just talking. We have a problem in America where our black men in particular are being damn near hunted or gunned down a lot of the times. You as a black man is going to put yourself in a situation where you are breaking and entering into people's homes where you have the actual, like they would have the right at that point to try to not kill you, but to subdue you or target you. Yeah. And you are literally walking into these people's house and then writing statements like, I am aware of all the things that I'm doing and I feel like it's such a big uproar because I'm black. You can't pull the race card because you doing stupid things.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
That's not how it works.
At this point, you are a criminal and they don't know who you are. They don't know what you got. So if they do something to you, that is not on them. That is for you for breaking into these people's homes on purpose. That's a nasty thing to do. I don't want nobody in my house that should not be in my house. It's crazy. But what happened to this situation?
I'm trying to scroll through to see if we can find some better stories. There's nothing better that I can find. Everything is death and dying and falling off. 17-year-old boy fell to his death this weekend while climbing a Los Angeles bridge.
And you can stop right there. Stop right there.
Yep.
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
It was 2 a.m. on Saturday when they found his body. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. He went there climbing up the bridge. The bridge is 3,500 feet.
Okay.
And he went climbing up it.
Next story, because that shouldn't have been newsworthy. They should just let that man be as he is, because that was stupid.
This man shot his roommate after accusing him of eating the last Hot Pocket. The last Hot Pocket he ate.
Bro, there ain't no Hot Pocket in the world that tastes good enough for me to risk going to jail for the rest of my life.
I mean, I just don't even know. A man in Kentucky's largest city is facing criminal charges after allegedly shooting his roommate during a dispute over a Hot Pocket. Clifton Williams, 64, was arrested on assault charges Sunday after he accused his roommate of eating his last Hot Pocket and attacked him, shooting him in the ass.
He had nothing else to live that Hot Pocket. He was living to eat his Hot Pockets, and you decided to touch his Hot Pockets. You got what you got.
Exactly. I mean, again, Williams started throwing tile man after he realized the last mic on. He then shot him in the buttocks as he tried over a Hot
Pocket. Hot Pockets ain't good.
It was nice. It ain't no flavor.
It ain't, and it just be soggy. And then imagine you got to go to jail now, and your Hot Pocket most likely will get stolen each and every time because you ain't got no gun to shoot nobody in the ass.
Charles said pepperoni sausage joint is worthy of assault.
I don't know, Charles. I don't know.
I just feel like they always. Me too. Because I feel like
I know. I would eat. What's that? Ain't a Hot Pocket.
In his defense,
what's it called? California.
And stuff. You shoed for it, and you wanted to eat it all day, and you knew that when you got it, it was going to be the most best thing that you ate. And you go there and you don't find it because somebody else has ate it.
Hello.
You be feeling. Exactly. You be feeling to shoot somebody in the butt.
The other day, I wanted to make my famous hot dog and broccoli dinner, and when I went into the freezer, there was no broccoli. I had to have hot dog and green.
No.
First, are you eating hot dogs and broccoli? Sounds like a fart.
Sounds like a dangerous snack.
And then you put a little dollop of mustard and a little dollop of ketchup. You mix them together.
With freaking broccoli?
He's crying.
Hot dog and broccoli.
I don't want to be nowhere.
But then she said, this girl said, I had to eat hot dogs and green beans. And who eats that? Wow.
Yo, whatever. Y'all fix insides. This girl fell out of a police car while it was moving and she died.
Let's go to the entertainment news. Oh God. Let's go to commercial break so we can do a little recalibration for 1 second. We're going to go to a quick commercial. Here's Saucy and friends in the morning. The phone lines are now working. 617-272-3387. We are here.
Turn it on.
Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at SparkFMOnline.com for more information.
If you're a lover of reggae, dancehall, and rubber dub, Saturday, May 27th is a night for you. Spark FM and Lifted Smoking Goods presents Night Call Flex. We're taking back the basement of the Middle East Club downstairs. 480 Mass Avenue, Cambridge, Mass. Soundtrack provided by DJ Slick Vic, Mad Sound International. DJ Lady Lee, Clarity House. What we said, that night is all about mesh marina, fishnet, pum pum shorts. Ladies, come out and flex. Tickets are only $25. Go to eventbrite.com. Doors open at 9 p.m. until 1. I'm telling you, Saturday, May 27th, get ready. It's a night called Flex. Brought to you by Spark FM and Lifted Smoking Goods.
Stop banging on the damn furnace. You hear me now? This is the last time.
Saturday, June 24th, It's Casino Production presents the 3rd annual We Outside Underwater, the Luau edition. Music is going to be provided by Clarity House Crew, DJ Matic, Ghetto Hype, Song International. We're going to be traveling on the MV Freedom, 60 Rose Wharf, Boston. Boarding time for that night is going to be 4 p.m. Departure time, 4:30. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you now that it's a 21 plus event. For ticket, check out Flames Restaurant and eventbrite.com. That is Saturday, June 24th. We Outside Underwater, the Luau edition. Brought to you by Sino Productions.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, homeownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
The all-new Spark FM.
You're the baddest one.
Spark FM. You are now listening to Spark FM. Spark FM. Spark FM.
Oh, yes, you kindly. Miss Jolie, know your mango sweet, so Jolie, know your mango.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. It's time for us to get into our entertainment news. Find out what's going on with our favorite celebritantes. Okay. All right, here we go. In terrible news, the queen of rock and roll, Miss Tina Turner, dies at 83 years old.
I know.
I was sitting in a meeting yesterday and I was scrolling because sometimes I don't be paying attention. And I was like, Tina Turner died in the middle of the meeting. Everybody was like, "What? Oh my God!" So yeah, she at 83 years old, Tina Turner has passed away.
They said she was sick for a while. I didn't
either.
know at all that she was sick.
Tina Turner, the American-born singer who left a hard Scrabble farming community and abusive relationship to become one of the top recording artists of all times, died on Wednesday at the age of 83. She died peacefully after a long illness in her home in Zurich, Switzerland. Her representative said,
right. She lived in Switzerland.
What was it?
Cool snatch.
Is that where she lived?
Yeah.
Why?
She lived out there for a while.
It's interesting. Turner
Where's
began
her
her career
husband?
in the 1950s during the early years of rock and roll and evolved into an MTV phenomenon. In the video for her chart-topping song, What's Love Got to Do With It, in which she called love a secondhand emotion, Turner epitomized 1980s style as she strutted through the New York City streets with her spiky blonde hair, wearing a cropped jean jacket, miniskirt, and stiletto heels.
Get it?
With her taste for musical experimentation and bluntly worded ballads, Turner gelled perfectly with the 1980s pop landscape in which music fans valued electronically produced sounds and scorned hippie era idealism. Her full bio is here for you guys that want to go ahead and read it, but we want to give our condolences and flowers and all the things to Miss Tina Turner for her mark she left here
Like
in the
river.
rolling like a river.
Rest in
Beef.
peace to Tina Turner. man.
Rest in peace to Tina Turner. She's an icon.
She's survived by her husband and two sons.
And Beyonce.
Yeah, and Beyonce.
Yes. Nicki Minaj jokes fight with young Miami Carisha on Twitter. This was a stupid thing that was going on. I don't know where it originated from, but let's get into it. On Twitter yesterday, Nicki Minaj and Young Miami had the world in a little frenzy because of the fact that they was beefing on the line. On Twitter, Nicki Minaj wrote, I don't know what she wrote because I don't know what's happening.
Nicki Minaj
Hey, y'all,
and Young Miami.
are you being taken over
Yes,
by something?
by bots.
Yeah.
But basically, Nicki Minaj said something to Young Miami about stealing a phrase that Young Miami was using after her interview with Summer Walker, and she kind of innuendoed that Puff Daddy has been calling down her phone trying to get Carisha on Queen's radio, and Carisha was like, bitch, please, no. Real. So they went back and forth for a while. It was pretty dry. I just feel like Nicki Minaj do be doing too much all the time, and I believe that she needs to relax and make music or sit the hell down. That's her two options: make good music that people can dance to and have a good time to, or shut it up. That's it. All of this Twitter, you on Twitter talking to the Barbs and stuff. The Barbs like 6 years old and they all tapped, except for Toya. Toya's not tapped if she's in there right now. Offset reveals he is not biologically related to Quavo or Takeoff.
Oh.
I thought that was known. I thought that Quavo and Takeoff was super related and that Offset was not.
Yes, they just grew up they just grew up.
Yeah. So Offset was not biologically related to Quavo and Takeoff this entire time. The news broke today. It's not news. Quavo had begun hanging out with him. So it was revealed in an interview that Set was classmates with Quavo and began hanging out with him and Takeoff when he was in the 6th grade. Fans across the globe are in awe, specifically on Twitter. So when Offset would say mama and Takeoff hit that mama ad-lib, they wasn't true. One user asked,
"What does that mean?"
He said, and it's one of his famous ad libs.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, that.
Well, I don't know what that was.
Yes.
What do you mean you don't know? That was an ad lib.
Mama.
Offset. Scribble it out.
Oh.
Put it in that. Big pop boom.
Next.
None of this.
Y'all don't know nothing about ad libs. Rapper Fetty Wap sentenced to 6 years after pleading guilty for what is it, RICO?
Where has he been? Has he been in jail? I haven't heard nothing about him. How Fetty Wap so bad?
Rapper Fetty, why? He can't be bad with one eye? That's effed up.
I didn't say it.
But I know what you said. I was saying what you were saying in your brain, and that's messed up. What's wrong with you? Huh?
That's crazy, man.
I thought it. You said
there are burglars out there with no arms. All right, so don't you the disabled community to do all things.
Kick in the door.
Kick the 44 too. Rapper Fetty Wap Was sentenced to 6 years in federal prison on Wednesday after pleading guilty to a drug dealing charge. The artist, whose real name is Willie Jr. Maxwell II. Goddamn. How you a junior and the second?
He need to be playing the drum in the church with that name.
Willie Jr. Maxwell II pleaded guilty in August to conspiracy to distribute 500 grams of more cocaine. According to court records, Maxwell and 5 acquaintances were indicted in October 2021 on conspiracy to distribute and possess controlled substances and use of firearms in connection with alleged drug trafficking in 2020. In a 33-page memorandum filed on May 17th, Maxwell's lawyer asked that he be sentenced to 5 years in prison, the mandatory minimum sentence, saying Maxwell only resorted to trafficking drugs as a result of personal issues in his life that limited his income, including a divorce and a lack of opportunities to become during the COVID-19 pandemic.
To perform
I feel like Fetty Wap was finished rapping prior to the pandemic.
Me as well.
So I don't think that him not being able to make the money, he was trying to live up to his lifestyle that he had set up for himself.
He's trying to support these 9 children.
Say it one more time.
That's what it said. 9
First of all,
children.
you got to stop having so many children. They are expensive.
Who got 9 kids?
Fatty Wap.
Oh.
He got one with Malaysia from is it
Love and Hip Hop?
Malika? Yeah. She's an interesting girl too. Malika, or whoever she name is. Stephen Twitch boss, autopsy reveals new details about his death. You know what? I'm not actually going to get into that. Because let that man rest in peace.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that's significant about that is that they found that there was no drugs or alcohol in his system when he killed himself.
So he literally he did it on, that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And he accomplished it. And we're going to leave that right there because that's wild.
Yeah.
Ja Morant post deletes cryptic concerning text. I feel like it's a cry for help. Yeah. I feel like it's a cry for some attention. You have way too much attention right now.
Tell the people what's going on.
I am. Mm-hmm. So in his Instagram stories, he posted 3 pictures, one with his daughter, one with his mother, one with his team, and one with his pops. He says, love your moms, love your pops. You the greatest, baby girl. Love you. And bye. Stay strong, Ja. After Pac throws up a gun sign with his hands, the camera pans to the player who pulls out a real gun. Devontae immediately. What am I reading?
That's what the
Ja Morant posted cryptic messages to his Instagram story on Wednesday. The Memphis Grizzlies star posted 4 stories to his 9 million follower, showing love to his family before abruptly ending the homage. He says, love your ma, love your pops, you the greatest, baby girl, love ya, bye, Morant 23. Since being initially uploaded, the posts have been scrubbed from his IG. The Grizzlies star athlete was suspended after he is seen brandishing a firearm in a viral IG video for a second time. He can be seen rapping along to NBA YoungBoy's song in the car with a friend, Devontae Pac. After Pac throws up a gun sign with his hands, the camera pans to the player who pulls out a real gun. Devontae immediately pulls the camera away from the NBA star and under player in what seems like an attempt to not show him with the firearm. The footage has since been deleted. On Tuesday, the basketball phenom made his first public statement, taking full accountability for his actions. He says, I know I've disappointed a lot of people who have supported me and blah, blah, blah. Ja, I understand that life right now is coming at you pretty hard and that people are probably death threatening him, all kind of stuff, because people on the internet are crazy. Yeah. But I do believe that accountability comes from taking accountability and standing on what you're doing and taking the consequences that come with it. Yeah. I believe that when we start putting cryptic messages like suicidal and stuff like that, it's not fair. I don't think it's fair.
Shannon Sharp kind of went in on him yesterday, and he was like, I think it's a cry out. But there was something that he said that was just like, you really need to sit down, take time to figure out what it is that you want to do with your career.
And stay the F off of social media.
Yeah, think about what he wants to do with his NBA career and now he wants to be, and how he wants to be remembered is what Shannon said. But he went in on him yesterday.
He says, Ja Morant says, I know I've disappointed a lot of people who have supported me. This is a journey, and I recognize this is more work to do. My words may not mean much right now. They don't, but I take full accountability for my actions. I don't know. I'm committed to continuing to work on myself, and that's what you should do. Yeah. That's just what you should do. Get all of these people need to stay off of social media. They need to go to a little place where they can be at one with themselves and he can be with his friends without a gun and just have a good time. He's still a young man. He's 24 years old? He still has a lot of life to live. And this is not in the, like, this opportunity is just too great for you to be washing away just because you want to do stupid things. You got to just chill. You got to take a break and you got to release yourself from the powers of the social media world. And all this, he's got fame and fortune at the age of 24. That's a lot to deal with. That's a lot to deal with. And I don't
want to be a kid sometimes.
Yeah, and that's fine. You just got to not do it on the camera.
Yeah. It's also the people around you. Some people enable him. Some people are like, I don't know. I feel like, okay, Twitter will call him out, but they'll still like hype him up. And then on Instagram, they're still posting him like this and that. So it's like
there's still a lot of people that's defending him too.
Yeah, if you're still getting that media coverage. And also in the Black community, I would say the parental figures and the figures around us that we're supposed to look up to, they're not the best figures either. Yeah. So when we're growing up and we're seeing what's going on around us, it's really up to us to turn away from that.
I feel like, especially in this new generation with y'all, I feel like although things I feel are much easier for you guys, I feel like the pressures are a lot more
harder.
Like there's more things to see. You want to be relevant. You want to be great. You want to be all of these things. You want to.
A lot of distractions.
Yeah, there's a lot of distractions. You can't focus. I think that it would be sucked to be a young person in this
and
world.
I blame social media.
We grew up in an era where we could be ourselves versus where they're in an era where everybody's chasing to be like that.
Everything is almost handed to them. So it almost like if I don't use what I'm being handed to make something, then I'm not whatever. I feel like we especially grew up in an era where technology was starting to get where it is now. So we still had to do a lot of things on our own to figure things out, whereas everything is at their fingertips. So imagine the pressure, like, I can do all the things. How do I figure it out? I'm going to do all the things. And him with this really, really great experience or opportunity is just like, damn it.
I mean,
I want to wave my guns.
Stupid.
It's stupid.
And then the people around him are using him as well. I realize, like, once you get to a certain level in this generation, they start to take from you.
Of course. If I was around Jara, I'll take some from him too.
It's unfortunate that in the Black community, instead of people knowing the name of the scientist or the name of the mechanic or the name of somebody that's been putting in that work, everybody knows the name of the basketball player, the name of the rapper. Nobody knows the name of the inventor. Nobody knows the name of the people that's building stuff. Nobody knows the name of the person that uses the
little
phone.
girl know how to do this dance. Do she know her ABC?
Yeah, nobody knows who created
who
created the iPad, who invented the laptop.
Well,
things that we use every day.
I'm going to figure out who created the iPad as well. I think it was Jeff Bezos.
No, Steve Jobs.
Oh, that one.
In the
one
Black
of them
community is just it seems like we're brainwashed to chase celebrity and to chase being famous instead of putting in that work and just being humble and knowing you're doing that background work.
Yeah. Well, people, that concludes the show for today. It was very fun. We still have. Did anybody win the tickets? We have tickets to Techway Itself that is going down this Friday. Oh, Friday, tomorrow. Yeah. I was like, the 26th been passed. No, Friday the 26th at 7 p.m. at Roxbury Community College. Tickets for early bird is $45. Door is $50. Children is $25. If you don't want to pay because you've been listening here to Spark FM Online, let us know you want those tickets and they are yours.
They're yours.
With that said, keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We got live coming up next. DJ live on the 1s and 2s, holding it down for you guys for that lunch mix. So keep it locked. Spark FM Online right now.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Boston and surrounding communities. Boston Lesbian Gay Urban Foundation and Fenway Health Center is coming to inform